All right, hi again, everybody, and welcome to Inside the Spartans. My name is Chuck Guglielmo, and we're here at the Conneaut Middle School on Tuesday, March the 10th, and we are on the YouTube channel now. We are city-wide YouTube channel, which goes around the world, so everybody can watch you guys today and listen to you. We have 4 of the 8th grade basketball players. To my right, we have Josh Harmon, we have Blake French, we have Zach Kobe, and we have Caden Knapp. What a season. 2 losses, the very first game and the very last game, right?
Something like that.
Yeah, last tournament game and the very first game. So how many wins did we end up with?
12.
12 and 2.
We had 13.
Yeah, 13.
13 and 2. Outstanding record. And how many of those teams did you beat twice? Because you played them 2 times in the conference?
Yes.
So I know you beat Braden twice, except for
the last one.
Jefferson
twice, Lakeside, Geneva,
and I think that's it.
Yeah.
So 4. Jefferson. Did you
Yeah,
say Jefferson?
Yeah, we did Jefferson.
And Jefferson. So 13 and 2. What an outstanding record for these boys. And we covered 4 of them. We'd like to do more about covering the high school boys and the high school girls. It's a lot of games, and we try to get you in when we can. And we went 3-1 with you guys, and we went 3-1 with the 7th grade, which I believe they only lost 1 game. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about the first game that I covered with you guys. Was a 28-23 win over Jefferson here, of course, at the middle school. That game was pretty tight throughout, if you remember. And I think Josh Harmon, we talked to you after that game, I believe, and we looked at your points, and you had, what did you have there? 13 points in that game, but I think I told you the most impressive thing in a tight game was the 4 steals you had late in the game. Besides scoring, what parts of that game do you take a lot of pride in?
I like to take pride in my defense because you have to wall up so the other team doesn't score. And make sure you guys win.
And stealing the ball in a tight game.
That's
you may not score, but at least you stop them from scoring, right?
Yeah, big momentum shifter.
Exactly. Then we got Blake French. The last time I had Blake French on the show, I believe you had blonde hair.
I did have blonde hair.
Change of color of hair was for what reason?
Well,
because I didn't recognize you at first.
well, the blonde hair was because my brother Dylan bet me I wouldn't do it. So we bleached it, and he did a horrendous job, so I had to redo it. It was all patchy. I looked like a cheetah. But, yeah, we cut it out as soon as we could.
So the rumor I heard is not true. Blonde hair for football, brown hair for basketball.
It might become true in the future. I guess we'll see.
And then you have what coming up, track?
I'm not doing track.
Oh, you're not doing track, so you're done for the year.
Yep.
Okay. And then over here we've got, by the way, in that game, Blake, you had 7 points in that game with a 3-point basket. You had 2 3-point baskets. Zach Kobe, you only had 2 points in that game, but it was probably the biggest basket of the game because, like I said, that game was tight and it came late. Tell us a little bit about your game because all 4 games that I saw, each game you looked better and better and better.
Mm-hmm. It was probably mostly defense on my part. I was best at, and getting assists. This big guy. That's about it.
Yeah, and you're a hustler. You really hustle well. And then now in the end, we have Caden Knapp in that game. Caden, let's see here. You had 6 points. Probably one of your low outputs of the year, but you did get a ton of rebounds in that game.
Yeah.
You pride yourself in the rebounds?
Yeah,
the points?
I'd say so. I always go for the rebounds more, and let these kids shoot their threes and stuff. So
yeah, because you don't want a little guy getting that rebound ahead of you, right?
I'd never let that happen.
So, Caden, let me ask you this question. So, what do you think? You said you were 13 and 2. What were you hoping for at the start of the season, or did you really have no idea, or was you just basing it on how you guys played for Adam Holtzen as 7th graders?
So I low-key had no clue how our season was gonna go. I mean, we had a pretty good athletic team, so I thought we were gonna do pretty well. But I didn't know if we were gonna even make it to the championship, but we definitely did.
Did we have the same cast of characters, or was there anybody new to the 8th grade team that did not play 7th grade?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
I
there's
have,
a few.
is this right? Carter Jarvie, Cade Hunt, Mason Webb, Gavin Hampt,
Yeah.
Dominic Lewis, Kai Iries, is it?
Airs.
Braxton Thomas, who looks impressive to me, by the way.
Yeah.
And yeah, that looks pretty familiar to last year's squad.
Yeah.
All right, Blake, you're up next here. How did you feel about your practices, and what did you think you learned from those practices going into games?
Well, the practices, we felt more like a brotherhood. We were all together on a team.
That's important.
It's very important.
Yeah, in any sport, not just basketball.
Oh, absolutely. It felt like, for example, Braden game when we lost, it was heartbreaking. I missed a layup that should have won us the game. Zach came behind me, missed the putback layup, should have won us the game. And you go into the locker room maybe expecting maybe 1 or 2 comments like, oh, why didn't you hit that? But it was actually the exact opposite. I'm going to put Caden out there. He was right by my side. Hey, we all make mistakes. You're good. And he kind of just brought me up. Nobody brought me down. And we kind of just all stuck together throughout the season.
I like what you said. We all make mistakes. We all make mistakes because we're even. Yeah, we lost that game 46-44. Tight throughout. That game was tight throughout, but I think somebody was telling me that the 2 games you played with Braid, another one was tight.
Yeah.
I think a 4-point win or something.
Yeah.
Knapp, you had 19 points in that game. Harmon had 10. Colby and French combined for 12 in that game. So, they always say in sports, beating a team 3 times is probably the toughest thing to do in a season. And I think they won on a 3-point shot from the right corner. Am I right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think it was by a Coppola.
It was by Reed Zander.
It was by Reed Zander. Okay. All right. Okay, so that was a tough, bitter loss, but you learn from losses,
Oh, absolutely.
right? Okay, let's go to Zach Colby. You get the next question here. No, you don't. Yes, you do. How do you feel your team kept its focus and goals for the season?
Just by like working together, getting better. Just learning the plays. About that.
Is it difficult? You learn the plays obviously in practice, but when you're on the floor in game time pressure situations, can it slip your mind what you've learned?
Oh, for sure. Just like everyone just screaming, yelling, just like the Braden game.
And is that usually when the coach will call a timeout because he senses that?
Yeah.
Josh, how do you feel about that? How do you think the team kept its focus and its goals?
I feel that for most part, we kept our focus pretty good throughout the season. Sometimes we got a little lackadaisical and start messing around. Or like just having dumb turnovers. But for the most part, we stayed together as a brotherhood.
Do you find that laziness or lackadaisical, what you call it, or losing focus more so when you have a lead, a sizable lead?
Yeah, for sure.
And then how do you get back on track? Is that when the coach calls a timeout and says, hey, we're up by this many points, but the other team can come back too?
Yeah, if they go on a run, that's usually what happens. They go on a scoring run, and we get behind, or we're still ahead, but it gets a little closer.
Blake, the first game you lost was to Madison, I believe.
Yep.
And then the same thing in football, wasn't it? That Madison team. Well, they're not in the county, so. And then the Braden. Which one of those teams, well, you're going to say both, and I hope you say both, that you think you could have beaten?
Yeah, both.
Both. And what kept you from that? If you can think back to week 1, what cost us in that game? Because I didn't see it.
I think what cost us is a lot of missed layups. Just the simple, basic stuff we messed up on. There was a lot of turnovers late in the game that shouldn't have happened. A couple from myself. Like I threw it right to the guy a couple of times. Just super basic issues, and shots weren't falling.
Zach, games usually start at 4:30 or 5:30, depending on who goes first. Do you like going first, or you like watching the 7th grade and then going second?
Watching the 7th grade.
And why is that?
So I could like play at halftime and warm up and stuff.
Caden, what about you?
I would say the same thing because we usually 1v1 at halftime, and that locks us in for the game, and we're always ready for the game just by that 1v1.
Blake?
I I think 7th grade first, just because I like to see kind of what the other team might do, and it gives me time to kind of relax and get into the game kind of feeling. Because coming straight out of school, I'm not necessarily in game mode.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of feel relaxed or maybe silly a little bit. So watching them play really gives us a measure of what the other team could do.
What's the reason, Josh, for 4:30, 5:30, start sometime at 4:30, other time 5:30?
It's probably more or less gym availability for the other team or our team. There might be practices. I know that's a big
Or if
thing.
it's two different teams coming in,
Yeah.
the farther one will play at 5:30, like the tournament game. I
Yeah,
think
cartoon.
7th grade played last because Perry was coming
Yeah,
from a
Perry.
distance.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. Caden, describe your coach and what he meant to you on this team.
I'd say our coach is a pretty funny guy, and he's always having us like lock in. And he's always making us do a lot of things for the season to get us like as ready as possible. And he was like a brother to me basically. He's just an older brother because he was always nice to us and always teaching us the right things and sticking with us and staying by our sides the entire season.
You guys call him Coach Woe?
Coach Mr. Mahonic.
Oh, you don't say Coach Woe or anything like that. Yeah, I covered him playing. Did he ever tell you how he shot free throws?
No.
Should I tell him? He shot it with one hand. It was weird. He couldn't make it with two hands. When he started using one hand, yeah, you can tell him I said it. When he started shooting from one hand, his percentage went up. I think he'd be the first one to tell you that. Zach, where did you see your biggest game strength?
Biggest game strength?
Now, wait a minute. Do you have a sister that's a cheerleader?
No, but I have a sister, yeah.
We have a Kobe that's a cheerleader. Any relation?
Yeah. Is it Macy, I believe?
Is it Macy Bomb? I'm not sure. Okay. Go ahead.
Could you repeat that question, please?
Where do you see your biggest game strength?
Probably on defense. Just like playing that help defense, you know?
Did you see that defense from 7th grade to 8th grade better for you, or about on the same level, or do you still want to see it even better when you go into junior varsity?
So yeah, it was definitely better this year because we put in a zone, but next year, I believe it will definitely be so much better.
Mr. French, where did you see your biggest game strength?
And my intelligence. I was able, being the point guard, you need that. And I was able to see the court and find open teammates and kind of a give and go situation, like say I pass it to Zach and I'm right to the hoop. He can give it right back, or Josh, I draw somebody in, leave him open, give him like a corner three. But definitely my intelligence, just because it goes hand in hand with being a quarterback. Seeing the court, seeing the field, I like to find Caden. One game I looked to shoot a three, and he was just sitting there wide open, so I just dished it off, and it was, I think, one of my nicest assists of the season.
Unselfish play. That's huge, isn't it, in basketball? On any level. Do you agree with that, Josh?
Yes, 100%.
And with the 4 games that I saw, that's what I saw a lot of from everybody on that team, unselfish play. Before I go to my next question, tell me a little bit about this Braxton Thomas, because he probably falls a little bit under the radar, but he looks like he's got the tools to be a pretty good basketball player. Zach, what can you tell me about him?
He's just a really good three-point shooter. He's a smart kid.
He is a good 3-point shooter. Does he shoot enough?
No.
No. What do you think about it? I think he's a good basketball
Yeah,
player.
he is a great basketball player.
Feisty,
Yeah.
competitive.
I feel like, especially, sometimes he gets scared and doesn't want to shoot because he doesn't want to get blocked, or he just.
How much would you say Caden shooting is a confidence factor for some people?
You don't understand that question. You just asked.
They're afraid to shoot maybe because they're afraid their shot may
'cause-
not go in or something
Yeah,
like that.
if you shoot a bad shot, there's like 100% chance it's gonna lead on to school, and somebody's gonna talk about it, and it's just gonna get in your head. And each time somebody says something about it, it's gonna keep getting in your head, and then keep going to the next game, and now just lead you to shoot less threes. That's why I don't shoot threes, because I had a really, really bad games back then. I didn't make a single
You could probably
three.
make a couple of them, Kate.
Maybe now. I
They
did
want you to put
upgrade.
those ones right under the basket. Those are the ones they want you to
Yeah.
put in. Josh, can you tell from the beginning of the game, like say you take your first shot and you missed it by a bunch, does that bring you down or you just keep focusing and go get it the next time?
I can usually tell what type of game it is because I had a game at like Geneva, I think. I only had 5 points and I just kept on dishing it to Caden because I could just tell that wasn't my night. I think he ended up with like 19 or something. Just kept on feeding it because they had nobody to guard him, so I had to keep feeding the fire.
Any difference for you guys, or you can all answer this one, playing at home versus on the road?
Home is so much better.
Yeah.
Home is
home's
better.
better.
Why is that? More fans?
Yeah.
I like the road better.
You like the road better. Why is that?
I feel like the bus trip kind of adds to like the atmosphere of our team. I like talking to people on the bus, but not only that, it kind of feels more like I'm playing basketball. Like I'm not at school, because when we have games right after school and I never leave or go home, I feel like I'm just still at school waiting for the game. Versus away games, I feel like, okay, I'm getting ready for this game. I'm leaving my school, I'm leaving my homework, like I'm going to play basketball.
Mr. Harmon, what about you on that?
I like home games better, especially just like we get a longer time to warm up. So like if my shot is off, I can just get down my form shots. Versus on the road, we have our 15 minutes and then it's game time.
Blake French, what's more pressure for you? Going to the free throw line with the game tied and 1 second left, or going to the Rotary and having to make a speech? And I watched your speech, and I heard your speech, and I enjoyed your speech.
Oh, thank you. Definitely game tied.
What's more pressure?
Game tied, 1 second left. Gotta hit the free throw. I mean, that's by far.
So no pressure given the speech.
I was a little bit nervous beforehand, but once
Who
I
wouldn't be really.
once
Public
I
speaking is
once I got there and saw everybody and heard everybody talk, and it was kind of just a great atmosphere, so I wasn't really nervous after that.
Mr. Kobe. Game pressure. How do you deal with it?
Just like talk to my friends, especially Caden. Me and
I
him.
like that.
Mhm.
Talking to your teammates.
Yeah, we like talk about everybody on the court and stuff. Our
Can you
defense.
tell if another teammate is feeling tense?
Oh, for sure, yeah. Like just like how they play. Like if Caden's not doing that good, I'll just talk to him and we'll calm him down.
Caden, in the 4 games we covered, I think you've averaged over 16 points or 14 points a game. And the other big guy on the 7th grade team was 16 or 14. It was,
Gary.
yeah, it was that way. So you guys are counted on for big time points because of your height and rebounds as well. Caden, what is your role on this team? What is your role?
I'd say we just being a big man. It's like being the center. I don't know. Getting rebounds and putting up plays.
Did you feel you earned that role, or was it chosen for you based on practice? You're all going to get this question.
I feel like it was chosen. I wanted to be a 3-pointer, but nah, I'm just too tall for it. So
You
I
tried
just-
those in practice?
I got chosen. Yeah, I did.
Did they
I
go
did.
in?
Sometimes. I was gonna say most of the time, but sometimes.
Uh-huh. Zach, what about you? What is your role on the team, and do you think you earned the role, or do you think it was given to you based on what they see in practice?
I think it was based on what they saw in practice. See, I feel like I can shoot threes, but I didn't really have the confidence in games, so I just stayed down there with Caden and stayed a big man.
Well, you're kind of a big guy too that drives to the hole a lot, right?
Yep.
Blake?
Well, my role is to give everybody else the ball, find opportunities for people to score.
So like a facilitator on the court?
Yeah, and I feel like practice definitely showed it. It was pretty quick, pretty soon that Mr. Ohanic had me at point guard, and Josh was there a bit too. He was like, if I came out, he would go to the 1 or whatever. But yeah, definitely coming down the court, finding somebody open, calling screens, whatever. Yeah.
Point guard and quarterback like you played football. 2 facilitating roles, really. What's harder?
Quarterback. I've had to work harder to get where I'm at. and that's where that's what I plan to use for my future, like hopefully into college, my academics, and being a quarterback.
Josh, same question.
I feel that I can be a little bit of a facilitator, but that's only when he's out of the game. Like when everything
Like
gets
when he was
crazy.
in Florida, you had to facilitate, right?
Yeah, I have to pull back out the ball and reset the play, make sure everybody's in the right spots, and get them the ball.
Do you like that role? Or do you rather play the role that you play mostly?
Yeah, I like playing on the wing more. I don't really like bringing down the ball. It's just lots of pressure for me.
When you shoot those threes, Josh, any particular place on the court is your favorite spot?
I really like the wings or like that little bit of a shallow corner three.
Why do some three-point shooters say that they like shooting from the corners better? To me, that's an awkward angle.
Yeah, I don't know.
Interesting. Okay, let's move on. Let's go with Blake this time. How do you stay in shape to play the game all, 15 times this year? How do you stay in shape? Obviously, practice helps, but what other things besides practice keeps you in shape? Stop eating potato chips? What is it?
Well, I don't eat as much. And year round, I don't really eat that much, but when I eat a lot. I mean, you can ask my parents, like, if I sit down and have a snack, I just can't stop eating.
Yeah, your grandma Sue
But-
told me about that. No, I'm just kidding.
No, but sometimes during the summer, like, I get my lineman friend, which I know this is going to sound
What
untraditional. Lineman friend.
Oh,
He's
lineman.
for football.
Mhm.
It's Aiden Wardrop. And we go on runs during the summer, like 2 miles, 3 miles, and that kind of keeps us in shape, and then weightlifting.
You follow some sort of? Do you have to follow some sort of diet during sports seasons?
I don't, but I should.
They don't have a rule where you have to do
No.
that. Josh, what about you on that question?
I've recently started going on runs pretty normally this week, probably at least 5 miles a week, and then weightlifting too.
How much does weightlifting help for basketball players?
I would say a lot, because like you can just overpower someone and get to the hole and get a layup, or you can jump higher to block a shot.
Do all of you lift weights? Required or just voluntary?
Voluntary.
And do you do that at a fitness center, or do you do that here in the gyms, or?
I have a home gym at my house, so I do it there and I do it here.
I lift weights too. The fork and the spoon. Never mind. Zach, what was your individual game and or season highlight?
Probably this one layup at Madison. It was a reverse layup, and it was a pretty close game, I believe.
Yeah,
We were-
it was very close.
And that was about like a game-sealing layup, pretty much.
Now for me, because I only saw 4 of your games, was that big 2-point basket in a very close game late in the game. Caden, same question. Your individual game and or season highlight.
I honestly don't got any like cool scoring highlights or anything. I always get really easy layups, but I honestly don't know. I don't really got any good highlights.
Your blocks.
Maybe my blocks.
Yeah.
A few times I catch him lacking in the corner and I just smack
I mean,
that
when
ball.
you block it, you block it.
Yeah.
You can tell it's a fierce blow when you block it. Is that bigger thrill for you, or is getting that big rebound, offensive rebound, better?
I love getting the blocks. Like every time, it feels so good whenever you block somebody's shot and it's just
And not get a foul. call.
that's a really good part right
Yeah.
there.
The better beauty, even the most beautiful part about a block is you block it, it doesn't go out of bounds, and your team comes up with the ball. Josh, same question. Your individual game and or season highlight.
My probably best individual game was the game against Heritage. And then my best season highlight was in our first game against Braden when we just came out of a timeout, and then the ref already gave them the ball. So we had to hustle back on defense, and they passed it to Reed Zander on the block, and I got chased down block, basically.
That was a big game for you. 21 points. That was the no French game. So you were counted on heavily in that game. You came up with 21 points. You hit a pair of triples in that game. I do remember that. In a runaway game. And when I saw Heritage come in to the gym and then warm up, I was intimidated by the size. I says, "Oh, we may have a problem here tonight." And here we win by 16 points. Is that the first time you've seen that ball team?
Yes.
Yeah.
Were they the biggest you've ever seen of the opponents, or was there even a team bigger than them?
They're one of the biggest, if not the biggest.
I think Berkshire.
Yeah, Berkshire was also
Yeah,
They were
pretty
huge.
Yeah.
Zach Kobe, what was your highlight for one of your teammates? Pick a teammate on your team. What would you say was a highlight for them in your eyes? You're all going to get that question, so you guys get a chance to think about it. Think of another teammate. They may not say it, but you thought it was their biggest highlight.
I would say probably Blake taking down the ball, just like against any team in a close game, with his handles and stuff, and being able to get everyone else the ball.
Doing his facilitating role.
Yep.
Caden, what about you?
I'd say Zach. Every now and then he gets to hit some cool little layups, and and I think those are really cool.
Blake?
Definitely in close games, I could rely on Josh on the wing. And against Braden, it was the game that we lost, actually. But I found him on the wing, and I was like, I already knew that it was going to go in because it was pretty contested, too. I don't know who was guarding him, but they got a hand up. And when you see Josh hit this jumper and his hand kind of floats back a little bit, you know it's green. And he made it, and I just got an adrenaline rush from that, and I felt like that we picked up in that game right at that spot. Unfortunately, we lost, but I feel like that was probably my highlight for him.
Sure. Josh?
I feel like when I would be in the high post and I would get in there and nothing would be there, and I'd pass it out to Braxton and he hits the three. That was against Lakeside and basically every team.
He did have, I think that was one of the games we covered, grade 8. Lakeside, he won big, 54-29, and yes, Thomas did have a triple in that game. Another person on that team that's impressive to me is Mason Webb. Who wants to talk about him a little bit? Go ahead, Zach.
Yeah, he's also a good three-point shooter. He's also a very good friend to me. I feel like he should be more of a starter. He's pretty good.
He seems good, and he's got a cousin over at the high school that plays.
Yep.
Caden Webb.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go back to Josh here. Josh, how will you develop your performance now moving forward, like getting over to the high school now? How are you going to develop your performance, do you think?
I'm going to develop it by playing lots of basketball this summer. Me, Blake, Caden, we were all doing basically a travel ball league, AAU, and it's going to be against some tough competition, and so that's going to make us be a lot better for high school.
Now, as you know, or maybe you don't know, but I do a lot of sibling shows. So when you get over to the high school, there's going to be a show called Josh and Allie. How's that sound?
Okay.
Who's a better three-point shooter?
In game, probably my sister, but out of a game, probably me.
Allie just got Student of the Month.
Yep.
Were you there?
Yeah, it was.
You go up with her to get it?
Nah.
You didn't?
My mom did.
Blake, would you answer? How will you deliver your performance moving forward to the high school now?
I play with a lot of like the upperclassmen down at like Township and lifting, but one of the main upperclassmen I like to play with is Logan Short.
He's impressive to me too.
I love Logan. I love everything he's about. He's a hardworking basketball player and a Township. Sometimes
Quiet. A little quiet?
he's quiet until you get to know him. Now once you get to know him,
he's got to get to know me.
He's
a little
really
quiet.
loud. But no, Logan, and then Grayson Ballard, just those type of upperclassmen that may bully me a little bit in basketball. Not actually bully me, but like if I'm trying to use my handles, he's gonna be up on me. So
Now, what's it going to be like to reunite with the Brock Richards and those players that were 8th graders last year that you're going to see?
I can't wait. I can't wait at all. And one I'm excited to see is Devin Turner.
Exciting young little guard.
Yes, he is.
It's always
Feisty,
smiling.
fast. Burning with Turner, right? And then you've got that Brock who, like Caden, he's developed a good block.
Mhm.
So you'll be reuniting with them. Zach Kobe, what do you think made your 8th grade team successful? If you had to pick one thing, what made you guys successful?
Yeah, like these two said, just being a brotherhood. Being all together. Friendship.
Bonding?
Yep.
You bond off the court?
Yep.
How do you do that?
Playing video games, playing basketball at like other courts.
Cade, moving to high school basketball now, what are you expecting when you go to the high school?
A lot better.
You are graduating from here, right, and going to the high
Yeah,
school?
yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm expecting a lot better players, and like, I can't wait for we're gonna be going against 9th grade or 10th grade whenever we're in 9th grade, and that's gonna help us out a lot too, because they're way better than. Well, we're going against the 7th graders right now, and then.
And you may get tons of playing time on different levels, like a Brock and a Devin. I mean, they were on a freshman team, a JV team. They even saw some varsity playing time, which is valuable experience. So you may look at that as well. What about you, Blake, moving to the high school ball? What are you expecting?
I'm expecting a lot more like variety within the people on the team, because I feel like in our 8th grade, which is a good thing for us, but we're all kind of like the same people when it comes to like friendship and being a team. But going into high school, I think there's going to be a lot more like personality. It's going to be a bit more fun. But you got to balance that with, you know, being focused and getting done what needs to be done.
Josh, now last year, of course, in 7th grade, you played for Coach Holtzen.
Yep.
This year, Coach Wahanick. Next year, you'll have another new coach. What's that transition like from year to year to year, or is it easy because it's pretty much the same system?
It's pretty easy because all you gotta do is just listen to the coach and do what they say, and then you'll get to know them and maybe start joking around with them, and then it makes it all fun.
Listening to the coach, yes, important. Caden, what opportunities do you have available for growth and or training and or development? You can pick any one of those three. What opportunities are out there for you to grow or in training or in development?
AAU is gonna help me grow a lot.
That's the travel team.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Do we all do that?
Yes.
Would you say, because back in our day we didn't have that stuff, would you say that that's, is that mandatory, by the way, or no?
No.
Okay, and when does that season run?
It goes this season goes till about July, and we just started.
And you're blending in with other kids from other schools?
Yep.
And how does that help you get ready for high school ball?
It teaches us how to play with new kids that we've probably never played with before, and going against new competition.
How do you feel about it, Blake? What is it called? AU?
AAU.
And that stands for?
I don't know.
I like playing against better competition, not only in games but in practice. Because a couple, like the guy that hit the 3 on Braden that beat us was Reed Zander. He's on that team. You have
Was that number 10?
22.
Number 22.
And then, like, I played on a tribal league team with Cooper Coppola. But there's, like, all over the schools, there's Logan, which is another Braden player, and he was really good. He was real short. He was their point guard. There's Amir Davis, which he played for Lakeside. He was number 5. He's one of the best around here. But just getting better players to be around you and to practice with is just, yeah.
What about you, Zach? What opportunities besides the AAU do you feel you have a chance to grow in training or development?
Just lifting at my house and like I said, going to course with my friends and playing basketball against them.
Blake, are there any goals you did not accomplish, and can they be obtained next season?
Going undefeated. That was my main goal from the start, was going undefeated, and we were going to look to play Perry in the championship, or maybe the game to get to the championship, and we didn't get it done. But I think in the near future, maybe a varsity in a couple years or JV, I think we can get it done. I think we can go undefeated.
And then, of course, after you lost that first game to Madison, your goal was to win 12 straight, right?
Yes.
Josh, what about you? Any goals you did not accomplish personally that you think you can obtain next season?
I have to go with the undefeated one too. I was really hoping that we would finally be able to go all the way to the championship and win it, because we haven't done that in forever, and we just got stomped by Braden. Not stomped, but stopped.
Pontiac Middle School has never done that?
Well, I don't know if they've never, but us as a group have never
Oh,
done
I
it.
see. Zach, what do you think about that?
I just like want to get better with my right hand, you know, just develop that, become a better player.
Caden,
Probably being undefeated too. And for high school, I want to, like, I'm pretty sure all of us want to be known as like one of the best teams in forever for high school, and hopefully everybody will know that we're like the first actual good league in forever in high school.
okay, I got a good question here for all of you. We're going to go right down the line. We're going to start with you first, Josh. All right, you're playing a basketball game. For some reason, no family member can be there watching you that game, okay? Now you get home. Which one of these questions are they going to ask you first? Are they going to ask you, did you win? Are they going to ask you, how many points did you score? Or are they going to ask you, how much did you play?
Probably did you guys win?
Okay. Blake?
Same thing. Did you guys win?
Exactly what they said.
My mom will probably ask every single one of those. she keeps scoring every time.
Yeah, I saw her doing
Yeah,
that.
in our family chat, I look in it, 100 messages, and it's literally everything that happened in that game. She doesn't miss a thing.
No, she doesn't. I mean, I saw her. She was sitting right below me in the
Just
game we
like-
were doing. She says, how many points does he have? I think I may have missed it, but we both were on the same target. Okay. Do you ever hear this as a basketball player, Zach? Have you ever heard this from anybody say this? If I'm not scoring, I'm not good.
I don't believe so, no.
Blake, have you ever heard anybody say that?
I have heard people say that.
Josh?
Yeah, I've heard a version of that.
Caden?
Yeah.
If I don't play, I stink. Zach, have you ever heard that?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
No? And if we aren't winning, what's the point? You ever hear that?
Yeah.
You do?
No, because we always win.
Yeah, from other teams.
Okay. All right, you're on the court, Blake. What can motivate you?
Oh, my teammates. Just watching them play good. Like I said, Josh was like my main motivator when he would hit a three and really like turn everything up. That's what motivated me. But then also turning to see my family, my friends, my girlfriend in the crowd, that also kind of motivates me.
Do you feel that have you ever felt on the court that you needed to be motivated?
Yeah, at times, definitely. But I would never like seek for it. I think it always just happened. With this team, like it always ends up just happening, and everything falls into place.
Zachary, same question. Anybody ever call you Zachary? Except your mother when she's mad at you? No? Okay. What can motivate you on the court? And do you feel that you have ever needed to be motivated?
Like he said, family, friends, girlfriend.
Two eighth graders with girlfriends. Go ahead.
Like when we go on a big scoring run, like 13-0, just that motivates me a lot, motivates my teammates. Then, like he said, I don't really seek motivation that much.
Mhm.
I'm already motivated for the game.
Caden?
I like every time you make a good play and like you turn around and start running down to the other court, you see all your teammates smiling sometimes or like trying to dab you up because you did something cool, and that always like brings me up a whole lot. Or when I do something cool and I look over in the crowd in the student section and they're all going crazy. That's one game I'm surprised I didn't get a tech because I was enjoying it way too much.
Have any of you ever gotten a technical?
No.
How about the coach?
No.
this
No,
year.
not this season.
Blake, what about you? What can motivate you on the court, or do you feel that Or have you ever felt you needed to be motivated on the court?
You said Blake.
Oh,
But you're-
I'm sorry, Josh.
Probably after like that last game against Braden when I hit that 3, and then I just hear the crowd. That just gives me like more confidence to keep on shooting or keep on going to the lane and getting layups or keep on passing into Caden or Zach.
What game was that? Where I have it down here somewhere. You won a close game. Oh, was that Jefferson game? 28-23, I think it was. Was that the game? I'm not sure. There was a close game where I think you went to the free throw line. I'm trying to think if it was that game. Maybe it was a tournament game. You went to the free throw. I think it was in the fourth quarter. Tight game. What was that pressure like? I mean, that's got to be, whoa.
Yeah, I hit all my free. I'm pretty sure you're talking about the Braden game.
It must be the
Yeah.
tournament. You missed them. I
Yeah,
know
missed
that.
them.
Yeah.
I tried throwing it off.
I
the
think
front of
both
the
of them
rim.
would have tied the game. Am I right?
And I missed the first one, and then I tried throwing it off the front of the rim.
But what pressure was that?
It was, I just hearing all the crowd.
Ooh.
I had never been in a situation like that.
I'm only calling it, and I felt like I was under tons of pressure. Final question, Blake. Any leadership roles that you have here at Conneaut Middle School, non-sports related? Any leadership roles?
Well, I just think being in the friend group and like making sure.
Now, what's the friend group?
Oh, well, I have a huge friend group. Like, my inner circle is smaller than my friend group. I kind of have like maybe 2 or 3 people that I really like talk to all the time. But pretty much just the basketball team, football team, just those people are kind of in my friend group. And I make sure everybody's on board. Like, sometimes I see we have a football group chat. Sometimes I'll see people getting a little, inappropriate at times. Just stupid stuff like that could get them in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of where I step in maybe and be like, hey, maybe I'll text somebody separately. Let's not do that. I'm not trying to see anybody get in trouble or anybody go down for something that's shouldn't.
Sure. Zach, any leadership roles, non-sports related here at CMS?
Just being an example to everybody.
I like that.
Just being kind to everybody. Yeah.
And sometimes that can be a little tough too, I get it. Caden?
I'd say probably being kind and being funny to people. Like, sometimes people ask me why am I friends with all the weird kids, and it's because I just don't like being rude, and I'm always nice to like everybody, and I think that's a good role that I have.
I think that is too. Josh?
You also have to, for me, you have to be able to read like situations to know when be like, knock it off. We're gonna get in trouble, and then like maybe have some more fun, but you have to read.
Now, I've been informed my next group coming in are 3 7th grade boys basketball players, and I'm going to have problems because 2 of the 3 do not talk much. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what am I going to have to do to get them to talk? We will have to work on that. I'll have to find something to talk to 2 of the 3. Or one may do most of the talking. I don't know. Well, congratulations on a great season. Now, spring sports?
I'm not doing track this
None for you, none for you.
Track.
Track,
And for me,
and none for you. And track are you under the high school track or this middle school?
Middle school.
And who coaches that?
Coach Lytle.
Adam.
Mhm.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you.
8th grade boys basketball team today on the show, 13-2. We got Josh Harmon, Blake French, Zach Kobe, and Cade Knapp. Can't wait till they get to the high school today on Inside the Spartans.